Hey everybody, it's Rob here. I want to talk about the one thing I really think Dave Ramsey gets wrong. And I will say I really love Dave Ramsey, so I'm not here just bashing him. But I just want to talk about from my experience after following all his advice and seeing other people follow his advice, what I really see cause a problem.
I don't own a credit card, but it's really very minor compared to being freaking in debt to your eyeballs and paying all your income to a stupid bank and interest coming out your ears, all in the name of having a credit score. Stupid, America. It's stupid.
So the one thing that I really see in real life that causes a real problem is not having a credit score. And if you pay off all your debts, that's obviously awesome. And you are going to be at financial peace. But obviously a lot of us don't save cash for a house. A lot of us don't save cash for rental properties. And there's other things that people look at credit scores for, like employment and background checks and things like that. Like if you're just renting a vacation house, even, for example. And if you don't have a credit score, it causes a lot of problems. I'm not saying it's impossible to function without a credit score, because obviously people do it. But I would say it just makes more sense just to keep a credit score. And as long as you're in control of your finances and you're not just like, oh, like I can't have any kind of credit card or anything, I'd say it's definitely worth it. And let me tell you two stories of people that didn't have credit scores and what we had to do in those situations. So first, I had a buyer that was buying a second home, and it was a vacation home, and they had like $1 million in the bank in their IRA, well qualified, great income, but no debt, had no credit score.
You can call our people we've advertised and been our sponsor for 20 years, Churchill Mortgage, and they can get you a mortgage without a credit score.
I called 17 mortgage companies, including Churchill Mortgage, but Churchill wouldn't do it because it was a second house. So it was a really big problem. I was on the phone all day until I found a bank that would portfolio the loan, meaning the bank kept the loan and didn't resell it to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. He had to pay an extra percentage in interest to do that, but at least we did find someone. But I would just say it was horrible. And then the other one was I had a buyer who was just buying his personal residence, and he didn't have a credit score either. So he tried to get a credit card, tried to like start using it, try to get something going, but he ended up having to pay like a huge amount of mortgage insurance and a huge amount more in interest. I think he had to get like 6.5% interest rate or something like that. And the guy had a great job, was well qualified, all because he didn't have a credit score. And I was just talking to another client of mine, and he's got a security clearance. If he didn't have a credit score, he would actually lose his job, which is crazy. But I know we kind of live in a society where credit scores are a necessary evil. So I know Dave Ramsey is anti-debt, and I'm anti-bad debt. But if you want to use good debt to buy real estate, which even he recommends you do, I really think it makes the most sense to just maintain a credit score with some little way, maybe a little credit card here or there, just something so that you have credit score, because otherwise your life will get really tough, especially if you want to do real estate investing. All right, thanks everybody. Hope that was helpful. And by the way, I think Dave's great. I definitely used him to get out of debt, so I encourage you to do that. Just, I think sometimes his advice has to be taken with a grain of salt, and we all got to live our lives our way. So, hey.